Hello, I'm Joshua Brown from howtobecome.com, a leading interview training company that has helped millions of candidates worldwide prepare to pass their job interviews. And in this video, I'm going to help you succeed in your PNC Bank interview. Oh, and don't forget to let me know which job role you are applying for in the comments section below so I can personally give you extra interview tips and questions to help you pass. PNC Bank style interview question number 1 is tell me about yourself. Here's a brilliant top scoring answer to help you come up with your own fantastic response. Thank you for the opportunity. I'd describe myself as someone who really enjoys helping people and creating a positive experience, especially in fast-paced, customer-focused environments. Over the past few years, I've worked in roles where I've handled a high volume of inquiries, often from customers who were confused, stressed, or unsure what they needed. I've built a reputation for staying calm, listening properly, and making sure the customer feels supported from start to finish. In my current job, I helped redesign a simple triage process for incoming inquiries, which reduced average wait times by 12% and made it easier for customers to get the right help the first time. I also regularly cross-support colleagues during busy periods, which has strengthened my teamwork skills. What attracts me to PNC Bank is your strong focus on integrity, community, and customer care. I'd love to bring my communication skills, empathy, and problem-solving approach to a team that genuinely puts the customer first. That was a brilliant way to introduce yourself in a PNC job interview. It shows experience, quantifiable impact, and real behaviours. It highlights customer service, calmness, teamwork, and integrity, exactly what PNC looks for. Okay, let's move on to PNC interview question style number 2. Why do you want to work for PNC Bank? Now, this question is being asked because they want to see if you understand PNC's reputation, their culture, and their values, and whether you're motivated by more than just needing a job. So in your answer, make sure you show real research. Mention their customer-focused first approach, their ethical reputation, their community commitments, and explain why those values genuinely match your style of working. Here is a brilliant top scoring answer doing just that to help you. Why do you want to work for PNC Bank? I want to work for PNC because I really connect with the way you combine community values with modern customer-first banking. When I researched PNC, what stood out to me was your reputation for ethical service, your commitment to helping customers make confident financial decisions, and the way you invest in both employees and local communities. I'd love to be part of an organisation where doing the right thing for customers is genuinely the priority. I'm also motivated by the structured development and training PNC offers. I'm someone who enjoys learning, and I like the idea of growing my career in a place that supports long-term development. Based on my experience handling complex customer inquiries and improving processes to boost satisfaction, I feel I'd be a great fit for a team that values accuracy, empathy, and professionalism. I'm excited about the chance to represent PNC and contribute to the positive experience customers expect when they walk through your doors. This is a great answer that shows genuine research, connects your values to PNC's, and demonstrates how your customer service experience directly supports their mission. It's confident, specific, and shows long-term commitment, all things PNC looks for. Now, don't go anywhere, as I still have plenty more PNC style interview questions and brilliant answers to give you in this video. But when you're ready, and only if you want to, you can click that link in the top right hand corner or in the pinned comment below the video at any point during this training. It will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my top 25 PNC Bank style interview questions and brilliant answers suitable for all job roles to give you the edge in your interview. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. How do you handle an angry or upset customer? Now, this question is being asked because PNC needs people who stay calm, who stay professional, and who are empathetic, and also who protect customer relationships during difficult interactions. That's very important. So how do you do that? Well, make sure you use a clear step-by-step approach. Listen, acknowledge, take ownership, and communicate clearly. And if possible, include a measurable improvement to show how your method has worked for you previously in previous job roles or experiences. Here's exactly how you can do that with a great top scoring answer to help you come up with your own brilliant response. How do you handle an angry or upset customer? When I'm dealing with an angry or upset customer, the first thing I do is stay calm and let them speak without interrupting. Most people just want to feel heard, so I listen carefully. I acknowledge their frustration and repeat back the key issue to show I've understood it correctly. Once they feel listened to, I focus on what I can do. I explain the steps clearly, avoid jargon, and give realistic timeframes. If the issue is something I can resolve immediately, I take ownership and get it done. If it requires help from another team, I stay responsible for the follow-up so the customer isn't left chasing updates. In my current role, this approach reduced repeat complaints by about 15% because customers felt supported and informed throughout the process. My goal is always to turn a negative moment into a positive experience, and I'd bring that same patience and professionalism to PNC Bank. That's a great answer. It's calm, it's structured, and it shows exactly how you handle difficult customers. It's not vague theory. The measurable improvement makes this answer credible, and the tone aligns perfectly with PNC's focus on empathy and service excellence. Let's take a look at PNC interview style question number 4. Tell me about a time you had to step up and make a decision when something was going wrong at work. This is what we call a behavioral interview question, a question that's asking you to talk about your previous experiences. So why is this question in particular being asked? Well, it's being asked because they want to see your judgment, your initiative, and your leadership potential, even when you're not the person in charge, as it were. So what do? Well, in your answer, focus on calm decision-making, teamwork, and impact. Show you acted responsibly, you communicated clearly, and you improved the situation. And another bonus tip before I give you a brilliant answer. When you're answering any behavioural interview question, not just this one, but any behavioural interview question, I recommend you use the STARR structure, STARR. It stands for this. S is for situation. You start your answer off by talking about the situation you found yourself in. You then move on to T for task. What was the task that you needed to carry out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task personally? The first R is result. What was the end result following your actions? Make sure it's always a positive end result. And the final R stands for reflection. What did you learn from this experience, and how does it tie back to PNC Bank or the job role you are applying for? So here's a brilliant top scoring answer to help you using this powerful STARR structure. Tell me about a time you had to step up and make a decision when something was going wrong at work. In my previous job, we had a morning where our queue suddenly doubled because 2 team members called in sick. Customers were waiting far longer than usual and frustration was building. I wasn't the supervisor that day, but I knew we needed to get control of the situation quickly. I suggested we divide the workload differently, with one person handling quick inquiries only while I focused on more complex issues. I also created a simple priority list, so we dealt with urgent situations first. I informed our manager about the plan and offered to stay an extra hour to help stabilise the queue. Within about 45 minutes, wait times were back to normal, and customer satisfaction that day actually increased because people appreciated the clear communication. It taught me that stepping up doesn't require a title, just good judgment, teamwork, and a willingness to act. I'd bring that same mindset to PNC Bank. This is a great answer. It follows that STARR method, STARR, perfectly. It shows leadership without needing authority, and it gives a real measurable improvement. Most importantly, it demonstrates judgment, teamwork, and customer focus, all qualities that PNC really values. So those are just some of the key questions that you should be preparing for before your PNC Bank interview. But if you want the full list of the top 25 PNC Bank style interview questions, plus brilliant example answers to help you pass at your first attempt, then click the link in the top right hand corner or in the pinned comment below for 2 reasons. Firstly, this will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you'll get all of the answers we've covered today, plus a total of 25 expertly crafted responses to the most commonly asked PNC Bank style interview questions. Secondly, and as a bonus, I've also included 3 smart questions that you should ask at the end of your interview on that page to make a lasting impression. It's a powerful resource designed to put you ahead of the competition, so make sure you check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Also, hit that like button if you found this useful. It really helps motivate me to create more videos like this for you. If you have any questions about this role or any other job interview, do drop them in the comments below. I reply to all comments with tips and advice. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description. I'd love to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the very best in your PNC Bank interview. Have a great day. You've got this.